Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Joe from AtlasOS team. Today, we will be going through a brief introduction of the AtlasOS Cloud PC feature and some basic concepts of cloud computing as well. Cloud PC is one of the core functions of AtlasOS, and it also helps to achieve AtlasOS' goal of making cloud computing easy and ready to use. Here on AtlasOS, you just need a web browser. No need to install any software, no browser plugins, and no hardware to purchase. You can launch and use a Cloud PC directly in your web browser. After logging inside your AtlasOS account, you will find the Cloud PC menu item on the left side. On the Cloud PC page, you will find an illustrated user guide here. But here, we will go through the major steps together in this video. The first step is to have a data drive ready. A data drive is used to transfer data to the new Cloud PC from your AtlasOS file system. The data drive will also be used to access your analysis results or task output after the Cloud PC has been shut down. Before we start the launch operation, it will be beneficial to have some basic understanding of how cloud works. Regardless of the cloud infrastructure or cloud platforms that you will be using, all cloud tasks typically consist of at least 3 components, and thus there will be 3 different kinds of cloud cost. First, the obvious one, cloud computing cost. This is typically the CPU hours that will be used by a cloud task. If you speak AWS, this is also called the EC2 instance cost on AWS. Second, the cloud storage cost. This is for the data storage devices attached to the cloud computing instance. For example, the hard drive of a cloud computer. In AWS terms, this is the EBS volumes cost. Third, the network traffic cost. This is like the fee you paid for your home's internet service. But the cloud industry's common practice is that only the outbound data traffic is charged. The inbound, for example, the data ingestion cost, is usually free. Sometimes there will be free outbound traffic amount provided to the user, and this is also the reason why, if you are not a power user, you often don't see this fee. The detailed pricing information can also be found on the pricing page here. Please read this information carefully, since this will be applied to your Cloud PC as well as your other cloud usage on AtlasOS. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us at support@atlas-os.org. The hard drive attached to a Cloud PC usually won't be accessible after the Cloud PC has been shut down. But you also want to shut down the Cloud PC as soon as your computation tasks are completed to save money. This is the reason why we designed the data drive function inside AtlasOS to make the data file access possible after Cloud PC has been shut down. Click this button to create a new data drive or use an existing data drive. Use the data drive to store files that you want to access inside your to-be-launched Cloud PC. A data drive is like a folder on AtlasOS file system. You can upload files into a data drive or copy files from other places on AtlasOS into a data drive. Once you have put the necessary data files inside your data drive, click the Machine Image tab. A machine image is the stored operating system with pre-installed software and pre-configured environmental variables. If you have used ISO image or ghost images to make disk clones, the concept is very similar to the machine images here. AtlasOS provides several pre-built public machine images designed for typical data science work scenarios. For example, Linux plus Jupyter Lab, Linux plus RStudio, and the Linux Remote Desktop. In this example, we pick the Linux plus Jupyter Lab public image and click the Launch a Cloud PC button. Alternatively, you can also click the I button for more information about the selected image. Once clicked, a Launch a Cloud PC window will show up, and you can specify the hardware specification of the to-be-launched Cloud PC here. In this drop-down menu, you have many options, but the general rule of thumb is The more powerful a machine is, the more expensive it will be. Next to the CPU and RAM spec, you will also see the hourly charge. The hardware spec names are following AWS convention. We will select the C6A.large one for this demo. Next, select a D drive to attach to this Cloud PC. This is analogous to attaching one additional hard drive to a physical computer. Input a D drive size. This is specifying the D drive's disk size, like the additional hard drive size, to attach to the Cloud PC. Here, the number we put in has the unit of GB, so 8 means the additional hard drive will have a size of 8 gigabytes. Also, please make sure the size is large enough to hold your current files you have already put inside the D drive folder, and also the anticipated new files you will put inside the D drive when using this Cloud PC. Like the CPU hours, the D drive usage is also metered in real time, so to save money, put an appropriate size, not a huge one. The system drive size is a similar concept. It specifies the hard drive size of the Cloud PC where the system is using. Yes, in this case, that will be the machine image we'll be using. Usually, you don't need to change the system drive size, unless you will be installing a lot of system-wide software inside your Cloud PC or building your own Cloud machine image. Pick a Cloud PC name and pick an auto shutdown time. For users who don't have a paid subscription level, the user can only select auto shutdown. We put 2 here. This means this Cloud PC will be automatically shut down after running for 2 hours. This number also is restricted by your account's wallet balance, so make sure your account's wallet balance is enough to support the selected number of running hours here. You can check your account's wallet balance here. You can also use the Add Cash button to add money to your account's wallet. For an auto shutdown instance, you can also shut it down manually at any time. When everything looks okay, click the Launch button. A confirmation window will show up. You can check all your Cloud PC, running or not, on the Cloud PC tab. Here, you can see the Launch Cloud PC request that we have just submitted is in the starting stage. It will take about 1 to 2 minutes for Cloud PC to fully boot up and become running status like this. You can click the Info button to view the Cloud PC info page. On this page, you will see the access information of your Cloud PC instance, for example, the URL and the access password. You can access this Jupyter Lab Cloud PC using HTTPS or using HTTP via IP. HTTPS access is recommended, as the communication over the network is encrypted in HTTPS mode. Copy the password from the Cloud PC info page and put it inside here, and you're now inside your Jupyter Lab Cloud PC. Let's create a new notebook, and you can see the files we have put inside the D drive now directly usable inside this Jupyter Lab environment on this Cloud PC. Inside this Cloud PC, you have full sudo or admin privilege. You can access the files directly, like in any Jupyter Lab environment. Here, I will use the os.getcwd to get the current working directory. You will notice, by default, Atlas OS will put your working directory inside your data drive path. This way, any files saved inside this data drive path can be accessible even if the Cloud PC is shut down. You can read the files from inside the data drive path as you would normally do inside your local Jupyter Lab environment. You can also check your Cloud PC's real-time cost on the Cloud PC's info page as well. Once you have completed your work, you can shut down your running Cloud PC from the info page on Atlas OS. Click the Shutdown button to shut down this Cloud PC. Remember to shut down the Cloud PC only from this info page. Do not shut down the Cloud PC from within the Cloud PC itself. Otherwise, the data might not be copied back to your data drive folder correctly. On this shutdown page, you can select whether or not save the current Cloud PC as a new private image. This is a way to create your own custom machine image on Atlas OS. For this demo, we won't be creating a new image. Once shut down, you can see this Shutdown Cloud PC in the History tab. One last thing, a data drive attached to a Cloud PC will be in a locked state, meaning you cannot access it on Atlas OS directly. This locked data drive will be unlocked once the data has been synced from the Cloud PC during the shutdown process. That's it. You have learned how to start a Cloud PC, use a Cloud PC, and shut down a Cloud PC properly on Atlas OS or inside your web browser. Thanks for watching. See you next time.